Hello and welcome to Thái Nguyên News. My name is Nguyen and now today's headlines. Drafting criteria on the agreement for the new rural areas in Thái Nguyên province. Concurrence on the inspection of external budget projects in Thái Nguyên. International conference engaging with Vietnam, interdisciplinary dialogue. On December the 18th, Thái Nguyên Province held a conference to draft the criteria for new rural areas in Thái Nguyên Province. Mr. Viet, member of Thái Nguyên Provincial Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee, chaired the meeting.
The draft for the criteria on building new rural areas in Thái Nguyên Province included 19 criteria from the National Criteria for New Rural Construction. However, 10 of those criteria are modified to adapt with the actual conditions and general situation of Thái Nguyên Province. In particular, Phase 1 from now to 2015 will fulfill the provincial criteria and Phase 2 from 2015 to 2020 for the national criteria. Based on the actual context in 2015, every district, city and town needs to review and select 2 communes that have the capacity to reach the new standards for rural areas to focus on investment. During the conference, representatives of the different departments and local authorities contributed many ideas to clarify difficulties and propose solutions to implement the set objectives. To conclude, the Vice Chairman required the branches and localities to continue strengthening propaganda and thoroughly understand the new policies. For lower criteria for environment, facilities, culture and transportation, he also required that plans be made to design specific solutions and measures in accordance with the actual situation.
In order to allocate and concur the plan for the inspection of external budget projects in the region, on the 16th of December, Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee organized the meeting. Members of the inspection team attended, and Mr. Nguyen, members of Provincial Standing Committee, Vice Chairman and Head of the inspection team, chaired the meeting. Accordingly, 300 of the 620 external budget projects will undergo inspection commencing from December the 20th, 2013 to December the 31st, 2014. Specifically, the investment projects to form urban and residential areas in the city of Thái Nguyên will be examined from the 20th of December. The inspection mainly focuses on evaluating the implementation process of projects since the approval of investment policy, issuing certification for investment to November the 30th, 2013, including the implementation of investment procedures, compensation for site clearance, the construction work and the like. At the meeting, members of inspection team discussed and finalized the examination plan. At the end of it all, Mr. Nguyen made a request asking the inspection team to appropriately evaluate the current progress of the project's implementation and immediately report to the People's Committee to solve difficulties and challenges in order to have the projects finished on schedule to put to practice. Meanwhile, all the projects which have not been appropriately implemented or not on schedule will be reclaimed. Multiple Ways of Knowing Vietnam, a conference held in Thái Nguyên on December the 16th and the 17th, was conducted by the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, VNU, Hawaii University, USA, Monash University, Australia, and Thái Nguyên University. The aim is to create an academic workspace related to Vietnam in different aspects for specialists of different fields, researchers and policymakers from all over the world. It also aims to create an active environment for scientists, especially young scholars in our country. Engaging with Vietnam, Interdisciplinary Dialogue 2013, the theme of the conference has confirmed the size and borderless nature to one of the issues popular nowadays.
Engaging with Vietnam interdisciplinary dialogue is a brilliant idea of Mrs. Phan Lê Ha, one of the renowned professors of Monash University, Australia. With a passion for scientific research and the love for Vietnam, she managed to hold an international conference about Vietnam to make a scientific connection and bring Vietnam closer to other countries. To date, there has been 5 conferences of the same title in different countries with important results contributed. The conference engaging with Vietnam has become one of the significant scientific events. We know that there are a lot of conferences, seminars and discussions about Vietnam, but this one is special because it is an interdisciplinary dialogue between scientists and specialists all over the world. It emphasizes the importance of knowledge and different approaches of knowing Vietnam. The conference invited the participation of nearly 100 scholars as professors, doctors, lecturers who are working and researching at famous universities in the world, and a great number of professors, doctors from different universities in Vietnam. Not to be left behind, the students of the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, Foreign Trade University, and Nguyen University enthusiastically participated also. At the plenary conference hall, Professor David W. Del Testa, Department of History, Bucknell University, impressed the participants by the study on history of the American imperialist resistance war in Vietnam. This is also a topic which has been mentioned by different scholars in a lot of objective, exhaustive researches.
My own research focuses on the period of French occupation. I wrote a book on the railroads and the revolutionary activity of railroad workers against the French occupation. Vietnamese history doesn't receive enough attention in the United States or anywhere in the world, and it's very interesting for our students to learn about people, in particular the peoples who were around China. So there's a lot of more attention paid to the history of China in the United States than other countries. And so for us it's interesting to study Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, to get a bigger view of Asia.
With the theme, Access to Different Knowledge Flows about Vietnam, the participants exchanged a number of integration issues such as knowledge integration between Vietnam and other countries in the world, the fields of knowledge to be integrated, etc. And by no coincidence, Nguyen University was selected to organize the international conference engaging with Vietnam Interdisciplinary Dialogue. Hopefully, in the coming time, Nguyen province in general and the education system in Nguyen in particular will gradually affirm and further promote its role as the education center for northern mountainous provinces, as well as enhance the quality of teaching staff and students to contribute to the narrowing of the gap in the field of academic and scientific research between Vietnam and other nations in the world.
Now let's take a look at some other news. On December the 16th, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Tâm, member of the Standing Provincial Party Committee, met with the management board of the new Rural Energy Project 2 to check progress of its works and resolve problems seen thereby. The Rural Energy Project 2, also known as the RE2, was created under the direction of the Ministry of Industry and Trade and introduced across many localities in the country. In Thái Nguyên, the project has been implemented in 30 communes in 6 districts, serving to provide and upgrade the electricity networks in rural areas. The project includes 500 km of low-voltage line, 32,000 electricity meters with a total value of 175 billion Vietnam dong, 82% of which is from the World Bank loan. The project has been completed and activated for operation in late 2010. The parts under construction in Khe Mo and Linh Sơn communes, Dong Hỷ district, have been switched to the packet 11. For the project 2, which has supplemented 18 more beneficiary communes, has already had its construction workload completed. The management board has handed over completed parts to the electricity service cooperatives and local electrical power stations.
On the 17th of December 2013, the organizing committee of the 7th Creative Technology Contest and the first comparative creativeness for teenagers and children, Nguyen 2013, met to assign tasks to its members. Ms. Ma Nguyen, member of the Standing Committee of Nguyen Provincial Party Committee, Vice Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee, and Chairwoman of the Union of Science and Technology, chaired the meeting. As planned, the organizing committee will be holding the two contests simultaneously. The Creative Technology Contest will be held from branch to provincial levels with 3 contesting categories on industry, agriculture and environment resources, medicine, education, training and other fields. The criteria for judging are based on novelty, creativity, efficiency and applicability. The organizing committee will receive application forms from June 2014 examination and will present awards in November 2014.
That comes to end the news today. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.